Welcome to SWP, the Swedish Wrestling Podcast. Okay, hello and welcome to SWP, the Swedish Wrestling Podcast. This is the third episode, and today we are going to review, I am going to review the AEW Dynamite, the go-home show for this Sunday's Revolution. But before we start the show, I like to thank everybody for the great response I had on these first two episodes of this podcast. If you like, you can support it at patreon.com/SWP support. I would be very grateful for that. So let's dive into this week's AEW Dynamite. We start off with a big announcement from Tony Khan. There have been rumors all week, speculations on the internet what this announcement would be. A lot of the speculations were if Tony Khan bought ROH, Ring of Honor. Tony Khan lets us know that that's what he has done. He has bought the Ring of Honor franchise, and especially what I think it's interesting. It's the library with the content library with the 20 years of Ring of Honor wrestling shows, pay-per-views, TV shows, and of course the All In show. The speculations have also been if AEW will start a streaming service with the Ring of Honor content as well. I would really much like that. The question is now, what is Tony Khan going to do with Ring of Honor? Is it going to be like a developmental for the AEW like NXT used to be, or probably still is for the main roster at WWE? Only the future can tell, and I'm looking forward to see what happens. And it was nice that a big announcement really was a big announcement. It didn't fall flat. The first match we get here is kind of a nostalgia match, especially for all of you who followed Ring of Honor. I did not do that much. I was kind of a hardcore WWF, WWE fan. At times I watched TNA, I watched Ring of Honor and stuff like that, but I did not follow that. I didn't follow the indie scene, unfortunately, and now I can regret that. But yeah, that's the way it is. I did just follow and watch WWE. So, but anyway, the match we get here is Bryan Danielson versus Christopher Daniels. These two wrestlers were in the first main event of Ring of Honor together with Low-Ki. Now we get to see them renew this feud. Maybe I think this is just a one-off. Bryan Danielson has his feud or partnership with Jon Moxley, whatever it will be. So I think the focus will be there, but it was nice to see they had the Ring of Honor handshake. Both wrestlers, restless faces, I think. Bryan Danielson, Bryan Danielson wasn't this heel character that he has been the past month, which was good because I think this was nothing. This particular match was nothing to incorporate in the feud with Jon Moxley or whatever and his heel character. So it was nice to see them put on a great show, a great match. Christopher Danielson, 50 years old, still can go. He did some nice things. He did the top rope moonsault on Bryan Danielson. And great match, great start to this AEW Dynamite, which I thought was a very, very good episode and a very, very good go home episode before this Sunday's Revolution. Bryan Danielson wins with a submission, and then there's the Ring of Honor handshake again, but now he says that I'm not in Ring of Honor anymore. I am in AEW and I will stomp your head in. And he did that. Jon Moxley enters. We get to hear his Wild Thing theme, which every time I hear that, I like it. It fits Jon Moxley for sure. No problems there. But the only thing I can think of when I hear Wild Thing is the 80s baseball movie Major League with Charlie Sheen and Wesley Snipes. And I think it's the character Pedro Sorano who he has a bit of trouble hitting the ball, the fastball. Or maybe the fastball, he can hit the fastball, but he doesn't hit the curveball. I don't remember, but anyway, he gets more and more popular, and when he enters the pitch, the whole arena sings Wild Thing, and every time Jon Moxley enters, I have this picture in my head, so it's a kind of a collision there. But anyway, it was a bit of a side track there. Bryan Danielson and Moxley are going to face off this Sunday, of course, and we will see if they have this fight. And I'm not sure who will win this, but I hope they team up. I hope they become a tag team, and there's another faction in the making here, because they want to take on younger wrestlers and help them develop, like Bryan Danielson was trying to get Daniel Garcia last week, and so I'm looking forward to this match, and I think it will be great on Sunday. The next match is the tag team Battle Royal, and we are going to determine the third participant for the tag team championship match on Sunday. We have Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, who's the current champions, of course, and last week we get Red Dragon won that week's Battle Royal and are one of the contestants for the championship here. And last week I thought the match was it was a okay match. Nothing really happened until the final four maybe. This week I thought it was a great match. It was a fantastic match. They gave it a long time, and I think it was great just because they had this the standard rules for a battle royal. Two team starts, every 90 seconds another team enters, and I think that was the thing that made the match so good, because we start with FTR and Top Flight. Darius makes his return after 1 year, I think, with a knee injury. And by the way, they are a great tag team, and I love that they stayed almost until the end. Really, really, really great. And the thing is that they have these 90 seconds. The two teams that start, they have 90 seconds to shine. The next team enters, and we have the little surprise effect, which I like. Although you know which teams there are in AEW, and there are a lot of tag teams. I think we have 15 tag teams here. I wasn't sure how many was going to enter, but all the way up until the Young Bucks arrived, I think they are great tag teams. Then there was some of the tag teams that Peter Avalon and Ryan Nemeth, and I'm not a very big fan of the Ass Boys either. So, but up until the Young Bucks, only great tag team, and I think every tag team got to shine a bit. Some teams more than others, of course, but between this, they had this wrestling together, and at the same time we had the wrestlers trying to eliminate people. They were competing by the ropes and everything that surrounds that about a battle royal, which I like as well. I don't want it to be a regular match. It should be this Royal Rumble thing that I started to love when I first watched it in like 1994, I think. So now a great match. I was a little bit disappointed because after the Young Bucks entered, and there were 3 more teams, I think, I was hoping for some surprise, and we didn't get that. We did get 3 mid-card teams, and it was a bit anticlimactic, I think, and much because I was sitting there in my couch, and when a new team entered, I was yelling, now's the time for the Briscoes. So maybe I hyped up myself a bit, which was unfortunate, but overall, a fantastic match. I enjoyed it very, very much. Red Dragons enter at the in the final, and at the moment there, I thought they were going to do something, so the Young Bucks did not qualify, but instead they kind of helped them a bit, and they kind of had they had some kind of moment in the ring afterwards. I don't know. So I was a little surprised there. Maybe I thought they would do something more to split up this with Adam Cole and everything. So yeah, but overall, fantastic match. I loved it a lot, and I'm looking forward to this as well. I'm looking forward to all the matches at Revolution, I think, but tag teams is my favorite kind of match, so I think this will be awesome. We have a promo with Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston to set up their match at Revolution as well. I don't have so much to say about that. Chris Jericho is great at the mic. Eddie Kingston is fantastic at the mic. Santana Ortiz comes in and do the fist bumps on Chris Jericho, and Chris Jericho says, "Are we good? I have your back," but I don't think they are good. Something's going to happen here. So yeah. Next we have CM Punk in the ring. He wears a white t-shirt. I'm just going to point that out. It's bright white. Yeah, it's the continuation of MJF's promo last week, where he was crying and sad, and CM Punk, he has a doubt that is he the heel or who's the heel here? Who's the bad guy? Am I the bad guy? What was it because of what I did that made MJF to the person he is today? Yeah, and MJF he made me a believer last week with his promo. CM Punk he's doubting himself here, and he's going to shake the hand of MJF. But instead MJF hugs him, and then it comes, of course, the low blow, and MJF hits him with a ring, and CM Punk is busted open, and boy is he busted open. There's blood everywhere. So and there we got the explanation of the bright white shirt. The contrast is kind of nice with all the blood and the white t-shirt, and MJF had a white t-shirt as well with the picture of with the picture of CM Punk and himself. So with the white t-shirts and all the blood, and they try to strangle CM Punk with the dog collar. It was very effectful, a very good promo. Need I say I looking forward to this match as well. So maybe this match will steal the show on Sunday. We have a tag team match between Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez and Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. It's a good wrestling match. I don't have much to say about it. Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker are going to compete on Sunday, of course. I hope that Thunder Rosa wins, but I'm not so sure she will. Here, she picked up the victory. I think the storyline here was that Jamie Hayter should beat up Thunder Rosa, so she cannot perform as well as she should on Sunday. But that backfired a bit, and Rosa Martinez wins the match. Wardlow squashes Cesar Bonini. Sean Spears want to do some share shots on him, but Wardlow stops him. This is a bit of progress of the split between MJF, Wardlow, and Sean Spears. Mostly we have seen the expression of his face when Sean Spears does these things and MJF says things. He hasn't said very much himself or done anything. Just the facial expressions have been telling what he really thinks. But here he took action, and later on MJF says to him that if he wins the TNT belt, he can keep it, but he doesn't think he will win it. And here Wardlow gets mad and talks back to MJF. Maybe that's the first time we've seen this. And MJF slaps him and tells the whole story about his employee and everything. He's not an AEW employee, he's an MJF employee, and so on and so on. So soon, maybe, we'll get to see this split between them. It's been going on for a while, and I think it would be good for Wardlow to be on his own, and it would be nice to see what he can do there. So, and then we have the main event, and it's a trios match. It's Adam Page, John Silver, Alex Reynolds versus Adam Cole and Red Dragon. It's a nice, good main event, I think. There are 6 great wrestlers here, I think. So they put on a good match, but the important thing is the heel beatdown afterwards. Afterwards, we get the high and low on Silver and the Panama Sunrise on Reynolds, and then they duct tape Hangman Adam Page to the top rope, and they beat him up. So and we get to see Adam Cole with the belt. I don't think we get to see that on Sunday, so he can enjoy the moment, Adam Cole, but Hangman Page will retain the belt on Sunday. I think. Hopefully they will put on a great match like Hangman versus Bryan Danielson and a lot of the Hangman Omega. I really hope it will be that kind of championship match. So because I like Adam Cole, I like Hangman Page, so I really hope it will be a great match. Yeah, that was pretty much what I had to say about this week's Dynamite. A great Dynamite, a great go-home show before Revolution. We have Rampage before that, so there will be an episode before Revolution that is about Rampage. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and until next time, bye.